How's it going, everybody? It's Dustin here, and today we're with my buddy Joe from the Okie Woodsman, and we've been wanting to get together for a long time, and we're practically neighbors. He just lives about 30 minutes from me, so we finally got together, and he brought over a trio of Echoes, and I have never ran an Echo anything.
This is really your first time?
This is my first time to run any Echo. I take that back. I ran a junky Echo Weed Eater once.
Okay.
So, first time with an Echo chainsaw. And he brought 3 really nice examples. Do you want to tell us what you brought?
Yeah, well, we'll start with the smallest, like, craziest little tiny micro saw here. I mean, and actually it's important to know that all 3 of these are ported. None of them are stock. And so it's not exactly completely fair for you to say, like, you know, like he's experiencing Echo at, I'm going to say, their best.
Yeah.
Because they've been worked over and made to be fantastic now.
Yeah.
Now, he's going to be able to talk about how they feel and everything, but these things do rip. And so we've got the little tiny 25cc top handle ported by FabCorp. We have the 60cc CS620P, and this is ported by Super Dave Outdoors. Down in Texas. And then we have the ported Iowa Performance saws ported by Tim up in Iowa. And so they're all, you know, they're all related. They're all current saws that you can buy, and they are they're just good examples. Now, this is the most modern design here.
Okay. I'm excited. So we're gonna go get into wood, and we'll come back and talk.
That was easy.
let that 620 cool down for a second, but that is that's a nice machine. Smooth, powerful. That thing's hungry, Joe. It wants to eat. I mean, it's pulling hard. So nice saw. Super nice saw. I was telling them, super hungry. I mean, it's pulling hard.
I'm actually watching it. So I think that is, after watching it, that's all. I haven't run it in months.
Yeah.
Months and months. Might have been even like 8 months or more. And I've forgotten how strong it was. I really did. Yeah, this is ported by Super Dave Outdoors, and this is the deal. I want to promote him as a builder, but he's not currently taking any work.
Okay.
So Dave, like, man, he did a good job. This was one of his early ones, and then I've got a newer one. But
Yeah.
he did such a good job on this
Yeah.
that I really feel like he pinched. This saw has millions of views online, actually.
Huh.
It has a long form with 375,000 views.
Oh wow.
And then it's got countless shorts.
Yeah.
Because it's just impressive.
Yeah. It's a good saw.
Yeah.
This could be dangerous.
I personally believe that out of all my saws, that is the most dangerous saw, and it's because it's so lightweight and so small.
Yeah. It doesn't feel. It almost doesn't feel real in your hand.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, these just don't, like, you see them in pictures and videos, and then until you put it in your hands,
Yeah.
and then once this thing's ported, I mean, Once it's ported by someone like Corey Corp at Fab Corp, I mean, it's crazy.
It's a blast.
Yeah, and it has a purpose, but this is not the saw you want to teach somebody with.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Not a beginner saw whatsoever.
No, and it's something that you almost have. This actually know what it is you have to slow down.
Yeah.
Because you have a tendency, like, you want to move quickly because it's lightweight.
Yeah.
And that's where you're going to make an error, because
Definitely.
like on a big saw, you've got to kind of like, you're kind of like placing the chain on the cut, you know, using two hands. This one you can kind of just,
Yeah. It's cool.
So we got
that's fine. Go ahead.
them all ran. Starting with this little guy is fun, but yet extremely. You've got to be extremely cautious with this little guy. You can't describe really how small this is. It's almost like holding a hammer in your hands. It's so you feel like you've got that much control with it. It's a nice piece of work. The 620. This is a smooth running beast right here. I really like it. Nice weight, really fast, good saw. And then Joe's biggest one here, the 7310, another great unit. They're really good saws. So like I said, I never ran any of these Echoes, and they've got a lot of plus sides to them. No electronics, and a lot simpler to work on, and they just flat out run. All three of these saws just flat out run. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. They just run.
How do you think the feel is in terms of quality? Do you think that they feel weak or wimpy? Like, do they feel beefy?
They feel extremely well made and smooth. So I've ran a Mike over at the Rusty Garage in Homestead. I ran his 572, and also today I ran Joe's Husqvarna 545, and these are as smooth as those are, and they feel great. Definitely impressed. So definitely looking at adding Echo to my lineup, and probably getting rid of some of my older stuff. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I did forget to mention, I think I forgot to mention, this is actually a neighbor of ours, just a little bit further south in Oklahoma, Corey Corp at Fab Corp.
Okay.
And so, out of all these saws, I'm going to say that the tuning on the saws, this one is the easiest to keep where you want it. And I think it has a lot to do with it's not taken to the extreme.
Okay.
And that's just my perception. This saw, like, I don't feel like I'm constantly having to grab a screwdriver after the performance work.
Yeah.
These are known to be more finicky because you're taking something that was really mediocre out of the box and pushing the limits, and they can be used, but you kind of have to have your carb adjustments down on this in comparison. This is like more towards this in terms of carb adjustability. This one here, you know, I kind of find that if it's super cold or super hot, you know, I might adjust the high jet just a little bit. But this one is more like my MS460, where I can just pick it up and it like pretty much is always right where I feel like it's good. Like I don't feel like I need to play with it.
Yeah.
And where this one is like almost, this one does need a little bit more tinkering. And the reality is I haven't run this enough, and it's my fault because I haven't had the type of work to run this.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to necessarily just pick this up and cut wood outside because, like he was saying, I'm actually, this thing's like a little firecracker, and I don't need to get super overconfident and comfortable with this. You need to respect it.
Oh, definitely.
Big time. The 7310 is sold with the largest bar of 32 inches. The Echo, this is the way it's configured with the longest bar. They call this a 27-inch bar, but it's basically a 28-inch bar. Like when I put a Husqvarna 28-inch bar on it, like I can actually run the same chain.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so like the adjuster may be to the limit one way or the other, or closer to the limit, but I've never had any adjustability issues with it. So it's kind of a little oddball on these 620s. These all have captive bar nuts. You're not going to take the bar nuts off and lose them.
Good.
Yeah. So every one of them has that. These are just an absolute, even stock. This is on the table the best value. Like the 620 at stock is like the cheapest good quality firewood saw.
Yeah.
That really, there's not a real reason to look at like all the farm and ranch saws from any other brand.
No.
Just stock. And you don't have to do them. You don't have to like work them up and make them more powerful. They're just good.
Well, we're going to call that a video. We had fun. Excellent saws. And if you want a discount on any Echo chainsaw, Husqvarna, and even some STIHL now, Joe's got a link through Saw Suppliers, and he can tell you about that.
Yeah, basically sawsuppliers.com, and if you use the discount code OAKIE10, OAKIE 10, it's 10% off. Currently Echo, Husqvarna, and STIHL, which is really cool. Some fantastic prices, and the coolest thing is they're a great company. I've gotten so much feedback from people that have purchased from them, so I have no problem suggesting, you know, I purchased from them myself, and I've just heard so many good things, and the prices are phenomenal.
Excellent. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.